on the brink of Charlie Kirk getting assassinated. I think it's time to come out and discuss and unify as people on a holistic scale. Let's go. You need your dream girl? Start firing away with the questions. These lips right here should be wrapped around your dick. Let's go. PUA house up in effect, full effect. It's growing every second. What's up? We got one guest in the house. What's good, boys? Jamie Byrne. Jamie Byrne.
Are your boys on?
Nah, it's not Jamie Byrne. Okay, boys.
You on live?
Yeah, I'm on live. Going live. Just maybe we'll catch a few people. Few people lacking.
What happens when you do live? Does it does the whole live get posted
Yeah,
afterwards?
gets posted.
Gotcha.
We're just kicking it here on a Thursday evening, getting ready for Thursday night football. Big day tomorrow, big weekend, boys. We're gonna all get laid. Meet your dream girl. 2 people in the group, 2 people in the chat. Let's go.
Wawa's newest $6 meat meal is here, and it's so new. The sandwich you crave.
R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Yes, absolutely. Dad's sick. Welcome to the chat. Crazy, crazy stuff, man. We're in some crazy political warfare. A lot of divide in the country right now. Heavy hearts all around. Peace to his family. That's who is the biggest victim here. The GOAT Scotty. What's up, Hassan? I'm doing all right, bro. I'm chilling, man. I'm just taking in some of this information today, man. Some crazy shit going around. Can't believe that was pretty crazy. Did you guys see what happened? What are your thoughts? How are you guys feeling about that? It's pretty insane. I can't remember an assassination like that I could remember. So graphic. And it's been on a roll now. You notice like more violence breeds more violence. There was a guy who got his head cut off in, where was that, Dallas?
Dallas, yeah.
Yeah, Dallas. Then the Ukrainian woman, that was even worse. I thought that was even more brutal. And it didn't even get as nearly as much publicity. I know Charlie Kirk's a big name, but crazy shit, man. The ripple effect is real, man, in terms of anything in life. Momentum is real. Yeah, Charlie Kirk is with Jesus, I guess, but I don't know. It makes you question all that stuff. Guess he didn't have any more work to do, huh? I don't know, it's crazy. Yeah, either did I, bro. I honestly wasn't a huge fan or anything. I think some of the stuff was... He was kind of a cornball. A lot of like passive aggressive stuff he would say. Like, and I saw a few clips on whatever podcast, and not a huge fan of either. But it's still disgusting, bro. Like, it's still shocking. You know what I mean? I think this is really ridiculous. They're trying to send a message, and I think there's a few more to come, man. I think it's going to get worse. I hate to say that, but violence usually breeds more violence. There's a lot of angry people right now. They don't know how to deal with this. We resort to anger, channel our anger, and we want revenge. I'm saying we as people, not me per se. I think we should end it altogether. It's ridiculous. These people need to be locked up, incarcerated, put into mental institutions, and handled accordingly. If they're caught, this guy will probably get the death penalty. I'm sure he'll be caught by the end of the day. I don't know. It's kind of odd to me. They like jumped on some old guy or something like that, and they said he was the shooter, and then they let him go. He was detained. Insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Then they found like the gun, the rifle or something in the woods with like encryptic messages, in the gun case. So obviously there was a message being sent, and there's other people now getting threats, and other, I guess, far right conservative, talking heads are on the hit list, so to speak. It's crazy. What's up with you guys? I'm talking to this chick. We're pretty much having platonic friendships. How can I turn it into romantic in person over text? How should I go about it? I don't know how you ended up in a platonic friendship thing, man. Sometimes it's hard to get out of those. Once you've gone that way, it gets harder and harder. The deeper you go into a platonic relationship with somebody, it gets harder and harder to turn it into a romantic thing, man. I mean, you could just try now doing the normal thing, asking her if she wants to actually go out with you, deep look into her eyes, be more romantic with her. That's the only way to try to get out of the current state you're in with her. She may not like it though at that point, and she's got good reason too. That's why it's like you gotta kind of show your cards up front. I think I'm a believer in that. I don't think you should ever go friend first, romantic relationship second. But yeah, I mean, you could start, getting a little more physical with her, with that, staring at her, gaze. Yeah, humor can work. Not guys, a lot of guys aren't good at that, to be honest with you, man. But yeah, good humor, kind of like sexual humor, be a good way to get her out of that emotional place. I mean, it could happen. You could definitely do it. You could spin it around and capitalize. She may be like, a little bit more pushback from her once you start to like lean in and make a move. But you only went out. We only went twice. Am I cooked? You guys went out to eat as friends twice, and you made no indicators of interest, no nothing. You never made any advances. Depends, man. There's got to be more context to it. Like, did you give her any subtle clues, any hints, any signs whatsoever? I mean, let me know that information. I would say you're not cooked. If she's still willing to like go out with you and go on more dates with you as a friend, then you're still open. I mean, you're still open to kind of spin it around and make some moves. Whether you guys have a glass of wine, get some raw oysters, get some aphrodisiacs in you, get the mood right. Give her some compliments. Sometimes they're a good way to kind of get in there. Like, you're looking really sexy tonight. Things like that. She'd be like, oh, okay. This guy actually means business. Sounds like, yeah, you could turn it around, man. Oh, wait, Hassan, is this you? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I mean, sounds like you've done some light physical touch, a lot of laughing and vibrating together. Yeah, sure, bro. I don't think you're cooked. I don't think you're cooked, man. can get even a little bit more direct now. I mean, you don't lose any ground by pushing it a little bit further. The only time you lose is by never trying to push it further. Keep that in mind. If you don't try, you'll never know. So you really don't lose any ground by figuring out where that line is. You know, all we're doing is some investigating. You got to figure out where that line is. Be a little bit more direct with her. You know, tell her she looks really sexy. Tell her you like the way that outfit looks on her. Tell her you like the way she looks at you. You know, things like that. You got to figure out where her interest level lies and how far she's willing to go. That's your job, not hers. You know, you're just checking her temperature, really. But it sounds like she's still open, man. 2 times, you guys are still in touch. There's been some light physical touch, humor. Now it's time for you to just continue to peel back the layers and see where her line is. Keep checking her temperature. Absolutely turn it around. Just keep in mind, though, the more you keep it in a platonic realm, it will continue to get harder and more awkward, and you'll be more in your head about like, oh, but this and that, and, you know, all the excuses will start to bombard your head. How do you go for the number? I'm getting lots of Instagram replies. I'm not really sure what you mean, bud. How does the cold approach change dealing with someone at the gym? Doesn't really change that much, man. It's just if you could view it from the standpoint of like the fundamentals and the principles apply, it's just a matter of looking at like a nozzle on the stereo system, like how hard you want to turn up the heat. You know, that's kind of where you want to go. You can go, you know, probably a little bit more situational at the gym and then transition into direct, you know, with less, you know, not as much heat or energy behind it. You know what I mean? It's a little more subtle at a gym. Same with like a grocery store, a bookstore, like street sets. It's all the same fundamental steps that apply to all this stuff. But like the only thing that changes is the degree in which you turn things up, what type of energy you need to bring, and how much velocity you spin it. It's like a pitcher with like certain, you know, he's got the curveball, he's got the fastball, he's got a couple different spins, but he's still, you know, got the throwing motion in there. You still got to make the moves. You just got to either turn it up a little bit, turn it down a little bit. I guess that's where calibrating comes into effect. So nothing much changes too much at the gym, man. It's just, you know, just turn it down a little bit. You can go situational there and then transition into like a little bit. It probably works a little more effective there to slowly get into a direct compliment at her or something like that, or telling her she looks really like something a little bit more sexual. So you can kind of ease your way into that at the gym, but you don't want to stay in that zone without letting your intentions clear at some point relatively quickly. Chemicals, right? That's absolutely essential. Make sure your breath is good. You're smiling good. Some of the basic fundamentals are there. Basic principles. No, I wouldn't give her a confess. You mean to show her your intent over text? No, I would not do that. That's a bad idea. Don't confess your love to her over text. Don't do any of that. Definitely save that type of stuff for in person. I wouldn't even phrase it as confession. You're just letting her know your intentions. That's it. I don't know. It's a little bit different of a mindset. I don't mind losing her as a friend, to be honest. Yeah, so exactly, bro. You just got to make a little bit more direct advancements. That's it. Make your intents a little bit more clear. You know, you're doing light physical touch. Well, then turn it up a little bit and get a little bit more physical with her. You know, give her a direct compliment. Be like, you're looking really good tonight. I don't, you know, things like that.
The way Ride operates is when the engines are started, Ride powers up in auto mode. Auto mode makes adjustments up to 100 times per second for best performance.
That means your upfront game is really not that well. If you're getting a lot of, no, I don't want to give you my number, I'll give you my Instagram, there's something going on with your game up front. It's not that sharp. That's usually an indicator of that. Because I'll get that when I'm not sharp or I'm running low on energy. I start to get that just shows you that your first couple of minutes when you make the approach is not that, it's not that sharp, it's not that smooth, it's not that crisp. You know what I mean? Girls are, if they're always saying like, no number, I'll give you an Instagram, that's usually not a good sign. You have to change something with your approach. You have to get better with it, man, honestly. It's a clear indicator. Just keep in mind, you got to be real decisive when walking up. You got to be very, very direct, you know. I always call it the caught you by surprise, like, state of mind, you know what I mean? It's not, you know, when you go in with the